the Westwood One Radio Network. Playing with an injured thumb on Thursday night, Tom Brady came out firing. The 44-year-old threw for a couple of rounds and completed 81% of passes on the way to a 28-22 win over the Eagles. After the game, asked about the thumb.
Football season, so just like football. I feel great. I really do.
Elsewhere, Christian McCaffrey trending wrong direction ahead of Sunday's game versus the Vikings. After being limited on Wednesday, McCaffrey did not practice Thursday. This due to a hamstring injury that has kept him out since week 3. Tyreek also practiced as he nurses a quad contusion. That's about back practices missed. NFL.com for the list on his status for Sunday. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how. At Napa, buy a 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 motor oil and save $10 on a pair of wiper blades. It's the perfect autumn deal. Mobil 1 for colder weather, new wipers for the rain, and an extra $10 to buy Halloween candy you'll most likely eat yourself. We're not judging. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how. Napa know-how. At participating locations, does not include taxes and fees. Advertised sale price not available in some states. Ends 10/31/21.
Get stylish, durable flooring for your home that will last a lifetime. And get it installed with help from Lowe's. Get Stainmaster Pet Protect carpet starting at just $199 per square foot. And Pergo Wet Protect laminate starting at $249 per square foot. Both with limited lifetime warranties. Order now, only at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any... Available in-store only and through independent contractors. See Lowe's.com for details and licensing. U.S. only. See Lowe's.com product detail page for more warranty information.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. And did you know we're on YouTube? Yeah, our morning news right now on YouTube. Well, yeah. Okay. Definitely got a face for radio, but hey, if you want to put it on YouTube, be my guest. What happened on this date in history? On this date in 1860, Grace Bedell, an 11-year-old little girl, wrote a letter to presidential candidate Abraham Lincoln. The letter stated that Lincoln would look better if he would grow a beard. Yeah, so what did he do? He grew a beard. Yeah. And looking back on this date in 1951, I Love Lucy premiered on CBS TV. 1951. Yeah, and it's still on TV, and it's still funny. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, well, just thought that was rather interesting. Coming up, we've got birthdays tonight. We'll celebrate our big shot birthdays. We will celebrate our local birthdays, you know, your friends and neighbors as well. And I don't know if you have noticed, but there are more events going on in and around the Imperial Valley. Yeah, social gatherings, fundraisers, things like that. And well, you can check them out on our website, kxoradio.com. Click on the community calendar, and you'll see. Oh, and we've got a great Facebook page, too. Friday night football tonight, Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will be at Cal Jones Field. The Imperial Tigers, Central Spartans, a very important IVL game. They will have that on our website, kxoradio.com, a live stream. John Driflin and I, we're heading to Palo Verde High School in Blythe. We'll bring you the Southwest Eagles and the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. That will be on AM 1230 and on our YouTube channel. See, I mentioned we have a YouTube channel, didn't I? Yeah. So what's in the news? Coldplay is teaming up with TS as a new single titled My Universe. The song was co-written by Coldplay and the K-pop superstars. It has lyrics in both English and Korean. Yeah. So I'm figuring what they need now is to find that one 13-year-old girl on the planet who actually likes both BTS and Coldplay. Yeah, that ought to be interesting. Okay, birthdays. We have some. Singer Barry McGuire is 86. The Eve of Destruction guy. Actress Linda Lavin, Alice on TV, 84. Drummer Don Stevenson of Moby Grape, 79. Actor Victor Banerjee is 75. Richard Carpenter of The Carpenters, 75. Singer Tito Jackson, 68. Actor Larry Miller, 68. Actor Jerry Burr is 67. Emerald Lagasse is 62. Actor Vanessa Marcil is 53. Actor Dominic West, 52. Actor Brandon J. McLaren is 41. Actor Vincent Martella is 29. Got local birthdays coming up.
Follow the action of Friday Night Football on Kxo AM 1230. John Driffel and Carroll Buckley will be on the sidelines for the best weekly matchup featuring the Southwest Eagles or the Central Spartans. High school football is live on Kxo AM 1230 and on the Kxo YouTube channel. High school football is brought to you by
the Broken Yoke Cafe in El Centro, the CB Stop in Calexico, and the Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Adelina Pantoja, Frankie Mejia, Jesse Garcia, Danny Alcala, Rachel Vega, Joey Dolente, Lauren Selking, Enrique Payares, Marco Weil, Kyla Marie Kubek, Stephen Andrew Garcia, Destiny Calls, Veronica Granados, Ana Teresa Liara, Anthony Gregory Lopez, Arthur Cafola, Gale Torresellis, Jack Dunham, Juana Gastelum, Kaylee Cardona, Lee Humphrey, Marissa Ngari, Teresa Coriel, Whitney Birch, and Veronica Henderson. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, and many happy returns. Let's see. Checking with the KXO Hollywood reporter. Yeah, it looks like Tom Cruise got a facelift. Tom Cruise with a facelift. And as usual, it came out looking strange. How strange? Well, Tom Cruise's facelift is so strange, his new stunt double will be Weird Al. That's strange. And also keeping with the entertainment world, it seems as though that Eminem and Snoop Dogg have ended their feud. Feud? I didn't know they were feuding. But if Snoop Dogg and Eminem can get along, hey, what's your excuse, North and South Korea? Come on, let's get it together. We'll have Dennis Rodman mediate. That would help. We've got news. A look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News Brief. Former President Bill Clinton is in a hospital near Los Angeles being treated for a non-COVID-related infection. CBS News medical contributor Dr. David Agus has been speaking with Clinton's doctors.
So it's certainly a positive finding that he has recovered. His white blood cell is coming down. He feels better. Apparently he's joking and looks better.
An FDA panel considering whether to approve a Johnson & Johnson booster. Dr. Penny Heaton is with J&J.
That study showed that a booster is safe and efficacious against COVID.
Racing to the scene, those rescue crews had an explosion at a mosque during Friday prayers in Afghanistan. Dozens have been killed. A British lawmaker has been stabbed. The BBC's Julie Candler.
Police say they're holding a man in custody in connection with the incident and are not looking for anyone else.
The member of parliament was attacked while meeting with his constituents. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Santa Ana winds are starting to arrive in Southern California. Alex Stone reports on weather conditions that have firefighters worried.
Much of Southern California is under red flag warnings. Extra firefighters are on duty, and people here are being told to be ready to evacuate if a fire does start.
Conditions are very dry with only 6% humidity during the day. A plane crash in Sacramento County Thursday has left 4 people in critical condition. Sacramento Metropolitan Fire District Captain Parker Wilborn says the plane crashed in the front yard of a home.
Luckily for the residents, the aircraft did not hit the house. There was no damage to the property, and no bystanders were hurt.
The plane burst into flames. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Meanwhile, a candlelight vigil will be held Monday evening in honor of 61-year-old Steve Kruger of Pacific Beach. The UPS driver was killed this week when a small plane crashed in Santee. Finally, the Los Angeles Dodgers defeated the San Francisco Giants 2-1 last night to advance to the National League Championship Series. Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. You've got a friend in the business. Call your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Cleanliness and safety are essential to the success of any business. That's why Cintas has introduced our Total Clean program, a one-of-a-kind service that includes scheduled deliveries of essential cleaning supplies, hygienically cleaned uniforms, and on-site sanitizer and disinfectant services to help eliminate germs. Learn what the Cintas Total Clean program can do for you.
Oh, I'm ready!
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
So as you guys know, Mark's gone.
The float artist at Fred's Floral just took off days before the parade. They need a replacement before business passes them by.
Oh, and who am I going to get to finish the float?
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 2 locations in the Valley in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane, ready to serve. Well, the active number of COVID-19 cases continues to fluctuate. George Gale has more.
New numbers were released Thursday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County continued to roller coaster. Thursday morning, active cases of COVID-19 were reported at 414. Active cases were at 435 on Tuesday. There are still 19 COVID-positive patients hospitalized in the county. Of those, 4 are still in intensive care. According to the state tier metrics for Imperial County, positivity rate, 7-day average, is now at 9.1%. New cases per day per 100,000 population is at 20.90. The total number of COVID vaccine doses administered throughout the county are now at 265. That's 265,845. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency will host 2 community cleanup events tomorrow at the Heber Community Cleanup from 7 a.m. till noon, Heber residents only, and at the Imperial Landfill for Imperial residents tomorrow, 7 a.m. till 2 p.m. You have to show proof of residency at either of the events, and they're accepting computers, monitors, TVs, tires, and you can contact Imperial Valley Resource Management Agency for more information. KXO News Time is 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers ready to take care of your automotive service needs. Tires, brakes, batteries, AC service, alignments, lube oil and filter change, and more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Center, 86 Julia Drive. Well, a U.S. citizen arrested attempting to smuggle fentanyl. George Gale has more.
And was in a van recently drove up to the Highway 86 checkpoint. Vehicle was sent to the secondary inspection area. Border Patrol K-9 detection team alerted to the vehicle. Agents inspected the interior of the vehicle and spoke with the passengers. During the interviews, agents noticed the passengers appeared sealing something on his pipe. Agents conducted a pat-down and discovered package. Passenger readily admitted to having the packages strapped to his thigh. Here's 2.58 pounds of fentanyl pills. The 7-year-old passenger and the narcotics were to the administration. For KXO Locals, I'm George Gale.
Well, it's the always popular Trunk or Treat event hosted by the City of El Centro Parks and Recreation. It'll feature Trail Runner. It is a family event for kids of all ages. There'll be decorated vehicles, and you can trick or treat in a safe environment. Costumes are encouraged. The event takes place 1 week from today at the Starkfield parking lot in El Centro. It begins at 5:30, and there'll be food trucks on site. The COVID guidelines will be followed. Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in El Centro, on Imputo next to Food for Less, and in Brawley, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. That's in the Brawley Auto Center. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Residents of the Imperial Valley, for many years, EA Drug Enforcement Agency has been offering you prescription drug take-back events. We all accumulate prescription drugs over the years and are always wondering what to do with them. We don't need them anymore. Now you can drop off your prescription drugs at the Imperial County Sheriff's Office in the lobby, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's a drop-off box there, no ask. Let's do our part and keep these drugs off the streets and away from our kids. This message brought to you by Imperial Valley Drug-Free Communities Coalition.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. Right now, the time to shop for Medicare supplemental coverage. Border Patrol agents pulled an individual out of a canal. George Gale has that story.
It happened recently at the All-American Canal. Remote video surveillance system operators observed 2 individuals illegally enter the United States. The 2 entered the All-American Canal and attempted to travel north by floating across. One of the individuals, wearing a life vest, appeared to be having problems. Agents working the area were notified, and they responded to provide assistance. A rescue bag was deployed, and they were able to pull the individual to safety. Both individuals refused medical attention. It was determined they were Mexican nationals and did not have the proper documentation needed to legally enter the United States. They were transported to the El Centro Centralized Processing Center. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A dedication ceremony and candlelight vigil will be held on October 25th. It is to honor El Centro police officer Efren Coronel, who passed away from COVID-19. Coronel contracted the virus in the line of duty. The 6 p.m. dedication and vigil are being held on what would have been Coronel's 53rd birthday. He passed away June 3rd, 2020. And Veterans Day, it's coming up. And, there's a lot happening. George Gale has more.
It has been scheduled for Saturday, November 6th. It'll be an all-day event. It'll start at 7:30 in the morning with a veterans breakfast at the American Legion Hall on West 6th Street in Hauteville on the corner of 6th and Cedar. It'll be hosted by the American Legion and Auxiliary Post 138. The Veterans Day Parade begins at 10 a.m. at Walnut Avenue at 5th Street in Hauteville. It'll end at 5th Street and Pine Avenue. At 11 a.m., it'll be the Hauteville Farmers Market and Street Fair at Holt Park. There will be live entertainment, food, beverages, and a whole lot of family fun. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:48.
Nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
The National Weather Service says a warming trend will continue through tomorrow, with the Imperial Valley reaching the upper 80s to low 90s. It will also be breezy to locally windy at times today and tomorrow. Anticipate somewhat cooler temperatures on Monday and Tuesday, with subtle warming Wednesday and Thursday, dry conditions, and mostly clear skies. 83 the high yesterday, 51 the low. Sunny today with a high near 84. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 58. North wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 80s. West wind around 5 miles, becoming south later in the morning. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 89. West wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast. 50 degrees, 35% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley and Mexicali. Air quality right now is good. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
And Beer, we want you to be happy, live happy, work happy. Most of all, we want you to celebrate whatever makes you happy at Burgers and Beer. Bring your friends, bring your family, and let's make time for a good time. All the drinks, all the food, and great service too. Everything you need is right here at Burgers and Beer. Burgers and Beer, the best burgers in town.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball went down to the wire, but the Dodgers slipped by the Giants 2-1. Yeah, and, the Dodgers advance to the National League Championship Series. Baseball, best of 7 American League Championship Series gets underway today. The Red Sox and the Astros. The National League, it'll be the Dodgers and the Braves. That game gets underway tomorrow. There was NFL primetime football last night. You heard it on AM 1230. The Buccaneers beat the Eagles 28-22. Yeah, a little bit costly for the Bucs, as emergency cornerback Richard Sherman left early with a pulled hamstring in the game. And, we'll see if he's going to be available as the season goes on. Don't forget, we've got Raiders football on FM 107.5, Raiders and the Broncos Sunday afternoon. Sunday night football, Seahawks and Steelers on AM 1230. Monday night, the Bills and the Titans, also on AM 1230.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, what's going on just up the road a bit in Indian Wells? Cameron Norrie routed 11th seeded Diego Schwartzman Love 2 to reach the semifinals of the BNP Paribas Open and extend the best season of his career. And number 12 seed Ons Jabeur advanced to the semifinals with a 7-5, 6-3 win over Annette Contaviet. That moves the 27-year-old Tunisian into the world's top 10 for the first time next week. And football, yeah, high school football. They played a game last night. Brawley beat up on Calexico. Final score, 48-7. The Wildcats over the Bulldogs in an IVL game. We've got football coming up tonight. Vincent Memorial is at Holtville, an important Desert League game. Calapat at Mountain Empire. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will be at Cal Jones Field. They will bring you the Imperial Tigers, Central Spartans. That game available on our website, kxoradio.com, live streamed. John Driffle and I, we are heading to Blythe. The Palo Verde High School Yellow Jackets take on the Southwest Eagles. That game on our KXO YouTube channel and live on AM 1230 KXO. Action getting underway, and we will bring you that action. That's it for this time. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, also home of Southwest Postal. 24-hour-a-day post office boxes, Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, in El Centro. The days of ultra-cheap mortgages could be numbered as rates rose back above the 3% mark last week. The average interest rate on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage rose to 3.05% in the week ending October 14th, according to Freddie Mac, the highest rate since April. The 15-year fixed-rate mortgage rose to 2.3%. After falling steadily during the first year of the pandemic, rates were record low at the beginning of this year, with 30-year mortgages at 2.65%. They rose through the spring to as high as 3.18% in April, before falling again and settling in just under 3% for most of the summer. Now, rates are expected to continue to gradually rise again. Meanwhile, home prices continue to hover near record highs. And prices on consumer goods are rising in the U.S., and tangled supply chains are making it harder for shoppers to always get exactly what they want. But these factors are not yet slowing down U.S. shoppers. Consumers are still out on sporting goods, clothing, and groceries, and spending at bars and restaurants, according to data from the Commerce Department. Retail sales in September grew 0.7% from the month earlier, beating economists' forecast for a 0.2% decline. Retail sales were also revised upward to a 0.9% monthly increase, up from the previous estimate. Green on Wall Street. The Dow Jones Industrial is up 284 points. The S&P 500 up 27.5. The NASDAQ up 67 points. Meanwhile, gold off $23.10 an ounce, Oil up 92 cents a barrel.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business. Online fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. With shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 84, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast in the afternoon. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 58, north wind around 5 miles an hour, becoming west after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 87, west wind around 5 hour, becoming south later in the morning. 56 degrees, 34% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality throughout the Imperial Valley and Mexicali. Right now, air quality is good. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
On the hour, Spike Eggland's best.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Yesterday, it recommended Moderna's COVID booster shot. This morning, the same FDA advisory panel is meeting to consider second doses of Johnson & Johnson's vaccine. Janssen Pharmaceuticals' Dr. Penny Heatons told members
over 9,000 participants have received a booster dose of Janssen's vaccine in our randomized clinical trial.
2 months later, she says it was 94% effective in warding off symptomatic infections. The advisory committee is also considering a mix and match booster approach. The date is set. The White House says the Biden administration will lift restrictions for international travelers, both by air and land, on November 8th. They will have to show proof of full vaccination. Former President Bill Clinton in his third day in a hospital near Los Angeles where he's being treated for a non-COVID related infection. CBS's Dr. David Agus has been in contact with Mr. Clinton's lead doctor who gave him permission to discuss his case.
He was noted to have an infection in his blood, an elevated white blood cell count. The infection turned out to be a bacteria called E. coli. He was put on intravenous antibiotics. Today, we'll get results of what particular kind of E. coli it is and what antibiotic it is sensitive to.
A spokesman says 75-year-old Mr. Clinton is up and about, joking and charming little. London, flags have been lowered on Downing Street after a longtime British lawmaker was stabbed to death during a meeting with constituents in the eastern seaside town of Lee. Police say they've arrested a 25-year-old man and recovered a knife. A local lawmaker says the victim, 69-year-old conservative David Ames, hadn't been taken to a hospital more than 2 hours after the attack. Dozens of people have been killed in a suicide bombing attack at a Shiite mosque in southern Afghanistan, packed with worshippers attending Friday prayers. Correspondent Imtiaz Tayyab has details from Kabul.
A Taliban spokesman has said it's on the scene investigating today's attacks, but to carry out such a deadly bombing in Kandahar, the historic seat of the Taliban's power, is a major blow to the group as it tries to assert itself as Afghanistan's rulers.
Rising prices and stalled global supply chains aren't stopping Americans making money. Retail sales were up 0.7% in September. CBS's Jill Schlesinger.
Powering the September retail sales report were gas stations, where sales were up 38.2% from a year ago, while spending at food services and drinking places were up 29.5% from a year ago.
The Dow is up 286 points. S&P ahead 27. This is CBS News.
Today, better nutrition and great taste are more important than ever. That's why Eggland's Best gives you and your family more. And that's healthy news for everyone. Only Eggland's Best.
JCPenney's Fall Mystery Sale is here. How much will you save? Hurry in store to find out. You could get an extra 30, 40, or even an extra 50% off Thursday through Sunday with Peel and Reveal coupon while supplies last. And with your surprise savings, you can easily refresh your closet and home. New fall styles, great fall savings. JCPenney. Coupon valid through 10/17. Some exclusions apply. Coupon giveaway in store only while supplies last. Must be 18 or older. See store or jcp.com for details.
Oh, yeah. Looking for a color change? Ask Sherwin-Williams. We've made it easy to try and buy color. Preview paint colors in your home with our Color Snap app. Then visit swsamples.com to have color chips delivered to your door for free. Or order peel and stick samples to try on your wall. When you're ready to paint, shop online or stop by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store and get everything you need.
New music from Adele.
Adele's new album 30 won't be released for another month. That gives us some time to emotionally prepare. For now, in 6 years. As for what we can expect from the rest of the album, divorce, babe, divorce. Adele split from her husband in 2019 and says she's learned a lot about herself while making the album. So stock up on tissues now. 30 is out November 19th. So go easy on me. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
A watercolor with a controversial past could set a new world auction record. Van Gogh's 1888 Wheat Stacks will be sold at Christie's in New York next month. The golden watercolor was seized by the Nazis and hasn't been exhibited publicly since the early 1900s. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
You broadcast me out on the radio. 12:30.